Okay, let's see where we left off. 1840. This one?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
You know, I forget how they just throw you into this. But it's good. No no load screens. The gamer's fucking worst nightmare.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
The end of the world. Now we've been through here. Viva la what was I doing?
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
I forgot where I was. Am I my third princess? Or my second princess? No, I think I'm on my third. Fuck, where was I going?
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Which annoying little voice? I'm talking about yourself there, narrator?
It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Ah, man.
That's great to hear. As long as you bring that fiery attitude to princess slaying, I think this will all resolve splendidly. A warning. Before you
Yeah. Warning, cheats, live, the yada yada
you can't
yada.
just go through with this and listen to him. She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Yeah.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The blade is your implement.
The blade is your... Have I done the cynical ones before? I know there was another one.
You take the
Take
blade
the
from the
blade.
table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Fuck, the more I think about the game, the more routes I remember there are. Now the real question is,
The door to
how
the
do I
basement
get there?
creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Oh, it's cynical.
Who's there?
Why does she sound so much better? Just why?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
It's all part of the plan. I don't have the save option. It's because I took the knife. It's the little things. The little things to really change how this game plays.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
Define long. How long have you been here?
And lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Yeah. Well, me and her both. Let's be
Focus
honest.
on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
No. The knife in here is just so that you don't chew your fucking arm off. Oh no, why would I even think that? Nuh-uh. That's always funny. Just nuh-uh.
How about you drop the knife? and the two of us just talk.
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare.
Fuck
It's
you,
fine.
narrator.
We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Turner, drop the blade.
The blade
happens if I
tumbles
tighten my
out of
grip?
your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Fuck, this game has so many options. So many routes.
Thank you.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
We'll be fine.
We'll be fine.
Forget. I forget that's what he says.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
A relationship, you say? Yeah, it's pretty awkward. Do you know why? All the same shit. So nothing new until I get to cynical.
You can't. Don't bother.
I can and I will bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade.
I love her. She gives no fucks.
She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting. She is. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, pretty awkward. What's her name? Do you know why I'm here to kill it? Do you know why I'm here to kill you? Yeah, whatever. Let's just
Oh,
skip some of this stuff.
Have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Slay the princess. Examine the chains. Keep her locked away. No. Fuck this option.
Oh, you have to be kidding. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I really wonder how all the ways to get her out of here are. Besides me cutting you out of here? It's okay. If not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
I'll be here.
Chilling,
You attempt to
relaxing.
make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Oh no.
Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Fuck you, narrator.
You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Fuck you, narrator.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
Yeah, but that's no fun.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yep.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do.
Ding, ding, ding. I know what happens. I'm ready for it. What happens if I slay her in this option?
Without hesitation, you bring the blade down. The princess flinches as you strike, and your weapon sinks into her shoulder.
Bro, how the fuck do I keep missing her? Like every time I stab her in the shoulder, the knife is now dripping in blood. And I'm also holding it backwards.
You bastard. If I have to kill you to leave this place, I'll do it.
You can't. I mean, you can, but then you won't.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act. She's unarmed and there's nothing she can do to hurt you. I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you raise your blade to strike again, she kicks out, knocking your legs out from under you. The two of you
Stab,
struggle
stab,
on the
stab,
ground.
kick, back.
You lash out with the blade, slicing wherever you can. Her fists connect with your body again and again, each blow stronger than the last, shattering bone and rupturing tissue with reckless abandon.
You know, the narrator could have made her weaker. That would have really been appreciated, you know.
Forget trying to rescue her.
Made
This
it
is about
easier
survival now.
to
Give her
fucking
everything
kill
you've
her.
got. You roll out of her grasp and shakily push yourself back to your feet. Though every inch of you is in pain, the princess probably has it worse. Blood pours out from countless gashes, staining her once pristine dress. She pauses for a moment, catching her breath, staring at you with wild eyes.
She's fine.
We can still turn this around.
Ha! Give up. Finish the job. Run for the stairs and lock your... and... Apparently I've used the given up option before.
You steel your resolve and take another step towards the princess.
When the fuck did that
You
happen?
probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? What was that about not making it out of here alive? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there?
Oh, I'd rather
If the
not.
princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Alright, so this is new.
Oh,
The two of you fall to the floor.
Where was the other cutscene that was like this? Fuck. Was it the princess? Can't remember.
this was fun. You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder,
Please don't.
do you really think this is the end?
I'll see you in the next life.
But you don't have the time to worry over her words. Everything goes dark, and you die.
And then I live again. The adversary. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Did I completely skip over a dialogue, or did he say at the end of this path there's a cabin, you're here to slay her? I'm pretty sure I just skipped over. I'm stupid. She's gonna kill me again, but I already slew the princess. Sure that she killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again?
I can assure you that you didn't slay her, and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time.
Or you, maybe this is like our 20th time for me.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. That's fine.
Stubborn.
It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning.
But did I want to fight the adversary? If I don't, I end up with cynical. Or no, the prisoner. And I've already been down that path. No, let's continue down this path.
That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
Why should I bother doing anything? He always tells me the same fucking thing.
You have already committed to my completion.
We cannot go further straight. God damn it. And I can't turn around because it's the second
warning.
iteration.
Before you go any further,
Lie,
She
cheat,
will
steal,
lie.
yeah.
Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
I'm pretty sure she can still cheat in a fight, although she doesn't fucking need to. Let's be honest.
Are you sure about that?
The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear?
Maybe.
Crystal, let's just get on with it already.
Now here's the real question. How do I get to chapter 3? I'm assuming every or most paths have a way to get to chapter 3. Chapter 2 is guaranteed, depending on what you do. But chapter 3, that's the interesting stuff. That's where you get nightmares and fucking eldritch beings.
The cabin is tighter than its
Ooh.
exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Same old, same old.
There's definitely a mirror.
But Stubborn, what do you have to say about it?
There isn't. Oh, stop bickering and just get on with it. Who even cares if there's a mirror?
I care. I want to look handsome.
But it does matter. Don't you care if we're being lied to? If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he hiding from us?
I was gonna ask something stupid, like doesn't matter what questions I ask, but at the same time, yes it does. Cause fucking choices matter.
I'm not lying
And
to
it's
you.
gone.
Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
Yes.
But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone, so all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
Okay, Stubborn. Save. Option 2. But what would happen if I don't take the knife?
No knife this time. Right then, fisticuffs it is.
Oh, that's a bad move.
More fair to her anyway. Wouldn't want to feel like we cheated our way to a win.
Brother, again, she beat us to death, and we had a knife last time.
As long as you can still get the job done. And don't forget that the blade is waiting for you upstairs if you happen to change your mind.
Yeah.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it.
Sulfuric, you
The
say?
princess lives here. Slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
I love the designs that they added. So cool. Every time it's a new cabin, new basement. It's really nice.
Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
It's been exactly 2
This
minutes.
isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
Calm down, Stubborn.
As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
Can we have both?
As you descend the final step,
Oh,
the
look at
form
her.
of the princess comes
Ha!
into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
Fuck. Why? Why? Why is she hot?
Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, she will. I fucking bet.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us.
Do I change per iteration? Or is it just her? No, it's just her. She's the shifting mound. Of course she would change. Oh my god, she's on.
But no little knife this time, huh? Ugh, I hope you're not just here to chat. I've been itching for a rematch.
Fuck. Oh, look at her. Fuck. I hope you heard all of that, Mr. Narrator. There's a lot of different than last time, but last time definitely happened.
What's that? Oh, that whole deja vu situation. Yes, it does seem like you and the princess remember each other, so let's say for a moment that I do believe you. For all we know, whatever happened to you last time was just a fluke. And
Shut up.
That, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember what happened last time. Are you okay?
He sounds kind of scared.
Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
Oh, boo-hoo. You're already dead, though, so quit your whining. You look hot. I mean, different.
Aside from your empty hands, you look exactly the same.
So I don't change. Good to know. So you do remember me. I actually am just here to chat. I'm actually here to free you. I'm not saying I'm not here to fight you, but I think the two of us have a few things to unpack first, like how we're both still alive. I haven't decided what I'm doing yet. Don't worry, I'm always up for a good fight. In fact, the only reason I came down here without a weapon is because having a weapon felt unfair. She's gonna kick my ass. Attack her and unarmed. The blade's upstairs, I'll be right back. Come down here saying this, I'm just like, I fucked up. Let me bring the knife. I don't know what happened to you since last time we met, but I am not fighting a giant demon lady. Bye. Turn around and leave without saying another word. Explore.
Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life.
Hey!
So, why don't we do it again? Or are
Hey?
you scared I'm going to put you down for good this time?
I'd like to see her try.
Are you just going to let her talk to us?
But look at that smirk.
We're not
Look at it.
scared.
Not scared, are we? Well, No, we're not scared, that's for sure.
I think my position on violence in this situation is already more than clear, but you really shouldn't let yourself be goaded so easily. There's more at risk in this encounter than your fragile ego.
No, piss off.
I agree. If we're gonna fight her, we need a weapon.
Now we're good. Actually, I'm here just to chat. Actually, I'm here to free you.
Haven't we talked enough? Do you really have anything else to say? Or are you just stalling because you're scared I'm going to kill you again?
No, not really. Look at that smirk. I don't know if that would see yet. This feels like it's gonna start a fight. So let's go with the unpacking shit.
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done.
That's the bare essentials of that. That needs to be more revised.
Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Fuck, calm down, stubborn. Okay, so there is that option. What happens if I just leave her? I could just free her. But I also want to get to the 3rd chapter. Now, do I fight her with or without the knife? Fuck! So many paths, god damn it. I swear you could beat the game, quote unquote beat, just by going through like 2 paths. Because if each path can give you like 3 chapters, that's like... Now if one path can give you 2 different princesses, and those princesses can give you 2 different endings, then yeah, you only need 5 of them. She's gonna kick my ass without the knife. Let's try it.
Then why are you just standing there? Fight me.
Fine, let's do this.
I guess we'll have to see how this goes.
Horribly, this is gonna go horribly.
Your hand's empty.
Look at
Each
her.
of The princess.
Why is she hot?
Quit the pessimism, will you?
Stubborn, I hope you're a better fighter than I was in the past life.
Right? It's almost like you don't want us to beat her. No, look, I'm rooting for you. I really am. I'm just doing my best to keep my expectations grounded. You don't have a weapon. You're supposed to have a weapon. We'll be fine. Just watch. You attack, fists raised, and the 2 of you fall into combat. Your clawed fingers
Oh,
tear
look
at
at her
her
crown.
flesh, and her fists and elbows return the blows in kind, bruises blossoming in her wake, and blood vessels rupturing in vivid sprays of gore.
Not bad. You're tougher than I thought you'd be.
Good?
Hear that? She respects us. We can pull this off.
Good? Did I choose the good ending?
Yeah. Yeah. You're right.
But without that knife, you'll never be enough.
Honestly, doubt I'd be enough with the knife, let's be honest.
Her knee connects with your sternum with a loud, violent crack.
Oh, fuck.
The wind leaves your lungs, and as you struggle for breath, you can feel something flooding in to fill the space. Hot blood, suffocating you from the inside.
Oh, fuck. It's like, at first she's kind of excited, and then she's just meh. She knows how this is going, and then she's just bored. And now I'm fucking drowning in my own blood.
You have to want to kill me. Like this.
Please
You
don't.
don't so much as see her movement before she deals the killing blow. Everything goes dark, and you die. Are you serious? That's it? That's it. Like hell it is. We're not giving up that easy. Now get
Hey!
up.
There we go, Stubborn!
Didn't you hear me? You're dead. There's no getting up from that.
Show him who's boss, Stubborn, come on. Put up your fisticuffs. Get up.
Wait, no, that's not right. You're not dead anymore. Yes.
Let's go. Oh my
Your eyes
god.
bolt open and you push yourself back to your feet. You're alive.
Let's go! Come on, Stubborn! If Paranoid could keep me alive, you could keep me alive too. Let's fucking go. Look at this fucking bloody mess, man. Holy shit.
The princess takes a step back.
Oh,
and
she's terrified.
looks down at her pulp-covered fists.
I could have sworn I killed you. That's your face splattered on the walls and dripping from my hands.
Which walls? Or what part of this is my face? Is that my face? Is that my face? No, that's definitely my face right there. Wait, no. My face? You're joking, right? Such your face. You're exaggerating. I still have my face, right? Can I go get my pristine blade now? No, you definitely killed me. I just got better. You're not putting me down that easy.
You don't. I don't even know how you're talking to me.
Whoa. I don't have a face. That's scary.
You raise your hands and touch the front of your head. She's not wrong.
She's.
What? What did she do? What are we missing?
Our face, apparently.
Who cares
Follow
if we're
along.
missing our face? We can fight just fine without one.
Apparently we can. Yeah, we're talking, we're seeing. Who needs a face? Overrated. Attack the princess. No, we're doing this fisticuffs. If we don't get a third act, actually no, it'd probably be best just to continue without fisticuffs and then come back and get the blade, maybe? I don't know.
The two of you clash once more.
Oh, she doesn't like this.
It's not as one-sided as I feared, but it's still a far cry from what I'd hoped. Her injuries, though numerous, pale in comparison to yours, and the wounds you've inflicted upon her barely seem to have slowed her down. As much as you're trying to ignore it, adrenaline pushing you far past your limits, every movement burns.
This is getting boring. Are you even trying to keep up with me?
Well, I'm sorry, it's kind of hard when I'm missing a face.
She lands another devastating, no, lethal blow. Everything goes dark, again. And you die, again.
Overrated.
You know what
Override.
I'm going to say.
That we're not dead?
Yeah, that we're not dead. Come on, get up. If we can just keep going, we're bound to wear her down eventually.
Are you sure she can't do what we're doing right now?
Good question. I don't think
There's
so.
only one way to find out.
Get
Once
back up
more,
again.
push yourself back to your mangled feet.
She is terrified of
How
us.
are you still moving? How are you still doing anything?
Look at that face, man.
Bodies aren't supposed to look like that.
An uncharacteristic terror seems to grip her voice. Have we ever seen her afraid before?
No, we haven't.
Interesting.
This is how we win. We can do this forever.
I'm pretty sure there's no coming back when she, destroys our entire body.
I'm going to put you out of your misery. I don't like looking at you like this. You're all twitching and wrong.
I'd like to see her try. We're invincible.
Let's not test how invincible we are, Stubborn.
Her fist flies towards where your face used to be, your twisted body incapable of moving out of the way. And then you see nothing. Everything goes dark and we die? Yes, something like that.
Stubborn's given up.
Well, don't you have something to say?
Get back up, Stubborn. Don't you fucking quit on me.
Yeah, I quit.
You bitch. The Fury.
You're
So
on
good.
a
Oh,
path in
God,
the
what is this?
And at the end of that path,
Alright, change of plans. We're taking the blade this time.
No. What the fuck is this, man? What is it all twitching?
now why would we ever do that?
Contrarian.
Because she absolutely destroyed us?
It wasn't so one-sided. It was fucking one-sided.
She sure did. But what a great way to go. We lost our face. Yes, it was hilarious. It was horrifying.
Yeah.
Does it matter? We lost. Oh, why so glum, Rage? Boy, I thought you were brave. I thought you were proud. Was all that bravado just hot air?
You tell him.
Look, it was just... The fight was better the first time. And the first time, we had a weapon.
Well, this is just great.
Let me cut to the chase. Clearly, you've already been here.
Yeah, he's beginning to understand.
Yeah, you think? What does here even mean, though? You've told us about the path of the princess and all of that already, but this is a very different path than the last one. That's a good point. Everything here is a little off. Yes, precisely. And if you'd given me 2 seconds to finish my thought, I would have said that. Oh, you're actually
Moving on.
letting me talk now. Great. If you've already been here, it means you've seen things you aren't supposed to have seen, and you know things that you aren't supposed to know. This doesn't look like a path in the woods if reality seems distorted. It's because reality is distorted.
What? That's such a simple way to put it.
So you knew this could happen. You knew we'd be able to restart like this.
Contingency plan.
I know all sorts of things, which is why you should listen to me. That's not really an answer. Look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more do-overs. So you'd better take things seriously. But what about... No, don't worry.
Ah, fuck.
We only need this one last go at things.
I skipped over some dialogue. I'm so used to having to move on.
You'd better hope that's true. And don't let that inflated ego get in the way of doing your job.
You said yourself that you know more than you're letting on. If you want me to go to the cabin, you'd better tell us everything. It feels like I'm being pulled in 100 different directions. You'd better all listen to me when the time comes to make a choice. If I don't slay her, if I just stay here and do anything else, and we hit the point of no return, then what happens? No matter what happens next, it seems like our answers are at the cabin.
Then what happens? Have you even been listening? It's the end is what happens.
Yes, but we've experienced the end multiple times.
Yeah, but is there something after the end? How am I supposed to know? The end means finality. It's not like I can just peek on over to the other side and tell you what it's like there, if there even is a there. Isn't it your job to know things? Maybe we need a better narrator who can actually answer our questions. It's my job to guide you through your task and to state the facts of what's happening. That hardly requires omniscience, and besides, I'm the best you're going to get, because I'm the only one here who can do my job.
Boo. Can I see your resume? So yourself that you know more than anything. If you wanted to do anything, then you'd better tell us everything.
I can't. Anything I say at this point is far more likely to accelerate the unraveling of this place than it is to actually help you do your job. In fact, I probably shouldn't have even said that.
Things start crumbling.
I trust that if you've been here before, it means you know how dangerous she is, and that you know I'm not lying to you about her. Really? That's it? That's all we're getting out of you? If he thinks reality is about to end, how about we just let it happen? Wouldn't that be interesting? I think that would be interesting.
Interesting point, Contrarian.
Do you actually want to see the end of everything, or do you just not want to fight her? Bit of both.
Bit of both.
I get it. You're conflicted. You've been through a lot, but I really have to be firm here. I will tell you one thing, which is that even now you are capable of stopping her and saving the world from ruin. You always have been, and you always will be. Do with that what you will.
Interesting. Feels like I'm being pulled in 100 different directions.
100? Where are you getting that number? We're talking 4, maybe 5 directions tops. At least for now. I'm sure I can come up with more if you give me enough time.
Fucking Contrarian.
I don't think you have much to worry about. You're still the one in charge here, and I don't think that's ever going to change.
Good. No matter what happens, it seems like our answers are at the cabin. We might as well see this through. Onwards! To answers.
Good. We're all on the same page.
Fucking Christ, look at this decay.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up at the cabin on the hill. You'll find the princess within, as I'm sure you already know. End her. That's it? No final words of advice?
Yeah, anything? Because we've tried to kill her, and we failed.
I'd rather not waste any more time. I'm sure that any advice I'd give at this point is something you've already heard.
Yeah, okay, fair.
Don't be so hard on yourself. We all wind up in creative ruts now and then. I'm sure if you put your mind to it, you could think of something worth telling us.
The interior of the
Oh,
temple is a
fuck.
place that feels long forgotten. There was once an elegance to its construction, carved marble columns holding a high arched roof, vaulted windows letting in the weak starlight.
And the Viscera dripping from the fucking walls.
But that is how it was. Now there is a growth that has overtaken it.
Oh,
A viscous fluid seeps from cracks in the stone walls, and it congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living meat.
what? Okay, I think they might do her a favor by killing this princess. Oh my god.
That's horrible. I think it's kind of nice. Makes the room feel alive, doesn't it?
There's a difference between making it feel alive and being alive.
The only furniture of note is a pulsating pedestal. A pristine
Pulsating.
blade perched on its edge.
Pulsating pedestal. Let's not.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
We'll need it if we want to do things right.
I say we leave it to rust. Let's not make the same mistake twice. We could have won if we had it last time.
Yeah, but did we want to win? Maybe. It's that mirror again. And this time it's blocking the door. Didn't mention the mirror last time either. Why? How are we supposed to get to the basement? There's no door. There's just a mirror there where the door is. You didn't mention the mirror last time either. Why?
A mirror? There is no mirror. There's...
The pedestal, the blade sitting on the pedestal, and the door to the basement. Yeah, we've done all this already.
You tell him, Contrarian.
I don't know what to tell you. There isn't a mirror because I would know if there was a mirror. You're either seeing things or you're confused on the definitions of door and mirror. Or you're seeing things. That seems far more likely. What are you trying to say exactly?
She could have given us a concussion last time. This, in fact, could be a door.
It means you're hallucinating.
Doubt.
It's in our way. Let's just smash it.
Why are you so quiet there, stubborn? Take the blade. No. No blade.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it. As if you don't see it. You really don't, do you? How strange. It's a bit grimy.
Why don't we wipe it clean?
Wipe what clean? Are you still on about that mirror? It's not real. I'd know about it if it were real.
No, we can't doubt our eyes like that. It has to be real.
You tell him, hero.
Does it matter if it's actually real?
Nope,
or not?
shut up, Contrarian.
Thinking about it gets under his skin. That's all that matters. We should talk about it even more.
It's hard to be against Contrarian when he's just such a dick. To the narrator. When he's a dick to us, it kind of gets a fucking irritating.
Let's just smash it and get it over with. I'm ready to get violent.
We won't be able to see what's in there if we smash it.
Do whatever you want with it. The mirror isn't real, so how you handle it doesn't matter, aside from wasting dangerous amounts of time.
Smash the mirror. Smash the mirror? Fuck, why do I keep forgetting to save?
You bring your fist crashing down against the door leading to the basement. As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the stone floor, its ancient hinges moaning as it reveals the dim path ahead.
Why am I not surprised?
You step forward into the darkness. The stairs leading down to the basement are at once both narrow and grandiose. A high vaulted ceiling stretches up into a gloom beyond your sight, while walls wet with tumorous growths press in uncomfortably at your sides. You feel both unprotected and trapped, at once exposed and claustrophobic.
Thanks for that visual.
The air is thick, its odor an oppressive violence. The metallic scent of fresh blood twisting with the nauseating embers of charred remains. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
What the I don't think I like this one.
Her voice, a bellowing rage, roars up the stairs.
So you've returned. Do you intend to weakly claw your fingers across my skin? Or have you finally decided to try and kill me properly?
Can do I want this princess?
I think you'll find it won't be so simple. I've changed. The way your flesh felt grinding beneath my fist, it woke something in me. That wasn't a fight. It was something worse. I'm something worse now. Why don't you come down and see what you've made of me?
I don't think I like this princess.
Do you hear that? Well, sounds like we got to her last time. Let's keep pushing, see what else we can make happen. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. The chamber's walls are painted in blood, a deep, sickening red that drips down in clotted streams onto the charred corpses that make up its floor. This place reeks of torment, of ripped skin and burning bone.
So she's full demon lord now. Got it.
The princess stands in its center, muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped in a tattered dress of her own skin. Her heart beats from its place in her open chest.
What kind of eldritch horror is this, man? You telling me that's her fucking flesh? Her own flesh? Oh God. Yeah, I don't think I want this princess.
Do you know what I'm going to do to you?
Good things. I hope she's got heels of her own bones. She's this, first of all, badass. Second of all, disgusting. Third of all, I'm scared.
There's not so much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her wrist digs deeper into her skin. Blood drips from the place where metal meets flesh.
Feels like her skin is going to come off, which is very likely a possibility considering it's already flayed. Oh God, fuck, man, I'm as impressed as I am disgusted.
And then, with a nauseating sound, the skin tears. It plops to the ground as she pulls her red, glistening arm free from her bindings.
Why did I call it? Why was I right? Oh God. Oh. I don't like this path.
She is loose, and she is coming for you.
I don't think I can do anything against her.
She wants us to be afraid because she wants us to think she can make us suffer. Don't give her the satisfaction. That's right, no fear. She's bigger than the last time, but she's pulling herself apart. She's practically done most of the work for us. We don't even have a weapon. It doesn't matter. I refuse to go out any way that isn't kicking and screaming.
Why are you quiet, not narrator, stubborn? Oh yeah, fuck. Sorry for what I did to you. Wait, we don't have to do this. What happened to you? Please, just listen to me. I need a... Where's my quick saves? When was the last time I quick saved? Let's quick save. There. Okay.
No. No more words. There is only the truth of violence left between us.
I don't like this princess.
She bounds across the room, her fists ready, her heart set upon your destruction. With a horrifying squelch,
Oh!
you are unwound.
I hope you weren't planning on dying. We're going to make this last forever.
Please. Oh.
Huh. I feel cold. I've never felt cold before.
Quick load. Okay. Quick load. Okay. Hang on.
If you're sorry, then you'll stand and fight. I don't want a sniveling coward. I want to squeeze the life out of a ferocious heart.
She bounds across the room, her fists ready, her heart set upon your destruction.
And squelch. Okay, so there is no option. Load. Quick saves. 2, 3, that's the only option right there. I fucked up. Honestly, I don't think I could have changed anything. But I just don't like this one.
I hope you weren't planning on dying. We're going to make this
Last forever. You feel cold. And you vanish. I don't like this one. I really don't. True to her word, you do not die by her hand, nor will you ever. It is time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
No.
There's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Okay, so I don't like that option. Silence as you reach forward. Please tell me I'm not flayed. Withered. Okay. I'm home in the long quiet. God. I don't like it.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist. How can you stand if you're a contradiction? It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always gets hurt. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
No, but I regret my actions. If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me. It says I am very fucked up. No, not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you. I have no opinion one way or the other on the matter. I just want it all to stop. Yes, you're torturing me and I hate it. I think I hate you. See, now normally I wouldn't want to pick this one, but for this princess, I think that's a good option. Let's go with this one. I don't think sometimes it feels like some of these dialogue doesn't matter, and then we get to the fucking really important ones.
It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special. And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes.
No logic that can bind my multitudes. That's... okay.
I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
Okay, that's a fucking contradiction.
This one is desecration.
Desecration.
She placed the weight of her agony on you, yet it is she who unwound herself. But there is passion and empathy in her misery. She will make for a burning heart.
That good? Is that good? I don't think that's good. I really don't.
Do not mourn her. She has finally found peace.
Okay, can you cover her heart, please? Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind? What do you want me to bring you next? What happens to the
My
worlds?
perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me.
Uh-huh.
Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
That answered nothing. How many more? One, right?
We will know when we near our destination.
No? I thought we were almost done. One more, and we should be done,
I
right?
will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
And you die. At least I didn't get jump scared this time. Bring the fury to her.
You're on a path. You're here to.
Yada 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 yada. Turn around.
Seriously? There won't be a new door. Fine. I suppose you just good. What we ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
No, we're
That's
not.
strange. You're really keen.
Good, maybe everyone should die. It's all what they get for bumping me into the woods and asking
When
me
I
to kill
said
someone.
Everyone. And last I checked, you're part of everyone too. So but fine. You turn around and trek back down the path you. Oh, would you look at that? You're a
Yeah, well, I guess I start walking into different now. I can't do that. I can only do that twice.
There's always a choice. But let me tell you right now that you're making the correct decision for pretty much everyone.
Fuck you.
We can't just go through with this and listen to him. She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted.
You know, I kind of
fine
forgot how
dust.
normal it
The only
looks.
furniture of note, the blade is your
Blade is your implement. Take the blade or not take the blade. What route do I want to go this time? I wanted to try getting Cynic last time. Or not Cynic, the prisoner. So let's take the
You
blade.
Take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult. The door to the base. Her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds. Don't let it fool you.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Okay, so
She's
let's
so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to
Okay,
the
so
world?
let's do this right. Set her free and then try and kill her. Fuck. What does that lead me to? Fuck.
Focus on the task at hand.
Wait, no, that leads me. No, wait. Giving up leads me to Goddess. Doesn't it? No, okay, so, okay. Resisting all the way leads me to Prisoner. Fighting her after freeing her leads me to Goddess. Killing her gets me Fury. Or Demon, whichever one she is.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Nuh-uh.
Then drop the knife.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Tighten her grip, drop the grip.
Blade tumbles out. of
Or I
her
wonder what
trembling
happens if
hands
we
and drops to the
decide to
floor
tighten our grip and just
unceremoniously.
kill her outright. Oh, so many things to explore.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed. We'll be fine. Don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
God damn it. Let's just skip some of
Have you
this.
decided what to do with
You know why.
While you're here, examine the chains.
Oh, you have. You walk up to their large and heavy.
I'm guessing you don't...
Maybe it's somewhere doubtful.
Well, you do...
She speaks. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure you attempt to make your way. Is someone else... You make your easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. The knife.
You won't like what happens.
Save the princess.
Against your better judgment.
You know, considering
place the
she
blade against the
fucking
princess's
ripped
arm,
her skin
just
off
above the
last time.
massive, unyielding chain.
This seems pretty tame. This is chill. I'm fine with this now.
You cut into her flesh.
Let's
the blade
skip
is sharp,
and
you make
yep.
quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet.
All right, correction. It's not as bad as her pulling off her literal fucking flesh off her bones, but it's still pretty disgusting.
She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
It's always backwards. It's always a backwards knife when we stab her.
Wait, this isn't fair. Watch me.
Slay. Oh, I've already tried slaying her? Where did that lead me? That led me to the beast.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your
Right.
body lunges forward.
Right?
To sink
That led me
blade
to the
into her back,
beast last
but the
time.
princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it! Stop resisting me! I am trying to get you out of here alive. The blade. Move the blade.
So even if one option leads me to different paths, I can't repeat it. That's a shame. I thought I could follow the path multiple times. But no. Apparently I cannot.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
So if I fully explore one of the options, say I take the knife or don't take the knife, if I fully explore those options, then I'm going to eventually be forced to not take the knife or to take the knife. Interesting.
I'll make this quick.
Please do.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
So I can only do so much of one option. I can't do like chapter 3 of one option and then chapter 2 of another of the same. Every path I choose, no matter where it stops, it ends. So would I have been able to kill her again if my theory holds?
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck.
But why is she hot?
This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Prisoner So what's her chapter 3? How do I
You're
get
on
her
the
to chapter
path
3?
You're here to slay.
Proceed towards the cabins, moving on.
A warning, but she will lie.
Yada yada.
Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
Ah, fuck, I forgot Skeptic.
Did you just say wink out loud?
No, I didn't. Wink.
Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
I remember why I like this one so much. Fucking Skeptic's hilarious.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it.
Let me save. Chapter 3, or page 3. Doesn't say anything about the mirror. Push the mirror, take the blade. What happens if I just enter the basement?
I'm afraid I'm going to insist we take the blade.
Right.
We're in a dangerous situation, and I'm not letting us go down there without a weapon.
Are you sure? What if she, I don't know, turns it against us? Which I'm bringing up in a purely hypothetical manner.
Yes, I'm sure.
Turns it against you? She's a prisoner here. She'll only be able to turn it against you if you give it to her. Which you won't be doing because she's an existential threat to the entire world.
Maybe.
Okay. I'm trusting you.
Hey, don't I gotta say here, what's the big idea?
Normally, yeah, but not about this. Call it a reflex. We take the knife as we go.
I forgot that happened.
Wonderful.
Ding.
You do exactly that, sweeping the knife from the table before proceeding to the basement. Don't worry about it. We have a knife, so what? It's not like we have to use it. No, you don't have to do anything, but you do well to use it regardless. Moving on.
Isn't Skeptic the... I forgot which one makes me hold it backwards.
Revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Ah, man. Every time with the visuals, it's nice.
Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
I wonder what visitors she could be referring to. Were we not the first?
Not this time around.
You walk down the stairs
Look at
and
that.
lock eyes with the
Look at that pout.
princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier.
Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
Maybe. Maybe not.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
I don't want to kill her, though. I'm not sure I need to do much of anything. Do you see how locked up she is? I'm just going to leave her here. What happens if I do leave her here?
As if by divine will, just as you finish the thought, you hear a door slam. I'm afraid you won't be leaving until the task is finished. It doesn't matter how many chains she's in, without your intervention, she'll find a way out eventually.
Fuck you, narrator. God damn it.
That's not fair. Unless you deal with her right here, right now, she will remain an existential threat to the entire world. What seems unfair to you is fair for everyone else.
Huh.
so it's not even safe to think. I see how it is.
Yeah, it's not even safe to think.
How surprising. They locked you down here too.
So we just completely skipped over some like dialogue there. That's good. Sit with the princess.
You step
Look
towards
at
the
that.
princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Can I break her heart, or not her heart, her icy
That's
exterior?
reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Sit closer. Save. I don't understand why. I save, but then again, every new path, I just want to see it to its end. So it's like these saves are kind of irrelevant. But then again, I say that, and then I walk down a very shitty path, and I spend like the next hour resaving or reloading.
Do you think this is a game? Do you think these chains take away my say in things?
As you move towards the princess, she
Oh,
stands,
she's ready to
her
fuck.
chains clinking as she wraps them around her fist.
She's ready to throw fist. Oh my god.
In an instant, they're around your neck, both of you dropping to the ground as she pulls them taut, bracing her body against yours as you struggle uselessly. The metal chains constrict around your windpipe as the princess heaves with a muscled intensity.
Drop the knife or you die.
What is she doing? We weren't trying to attack her. I can see where she might have gotten the wrong idea. She doesn't have much agency here. Would we have trusted her if the roles were reversed?
No, not really. Especially with the skeptic
I
around.
don't know. How about we think about the nuances of interpersonal relationships when we're not being strangled?
It's funny to imagine this. They're just over here like, let's stop and think about it. Meanwhile, I'm over here like, guys, like, come on.
How many times did I warn you she's not to be trusted? But while strangulation can be very distracting, she's not armed, and you have your pristine blade. End her before she ends you.
Drop it, slave.
As your weapon falls pathetically to the floor, the princess releases you from her stranglehold, shoving you away with a swift kick.
Thank you. Okay, so, okay. Paths. So much to explore. I love it. I love this game.
Your hands test the bruised flesh of your neck as you regain your senses, watching with a dazed expression as the princess snatches up the blade.
We'll be fine.
That wasn't so hard, was it?
She pulls up her hair,
What the fuck?
smiling slightly as she raises the blade to her throat.
So we completely skipped over some dialogue again. Not good.
You can stay right where you are for this next part.
What the fuck is she doing?
What is she doing? She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own neck.
No.
What the fuck?
Her eyes stare forward, unblinking, her smile unwavering as she soars through skin, veins, cartilage. At last she reaches bone, the blade grinding audibly against her vertebra as it continues to slice its way through her neck.
I'm as intrigued as I am disgusted. What the fuck?
Be damned. She's actually doing your job for you. Why would she do that?
Huh. So that's her play. Killing herself?
She's gonna live, isn't she? Oh man, I can't wait for chapter 3 on this one.
She isn't dead yet.
Finally, you hear a snap. Her eye twitches.
Honestly, what did you expect?
There's an uneasy silence. She remains motionless for a long moment, her twitching eye the only movement in the room, until at last it stops in an unsettling half-wink. Her head twists slowly to the side, flopping to her shoulder, and her neck opens.
Oh, okay. I think we should have done her the favor of killing her. Holy shit. Oh god.
The remaining tissue is not enough to hold the weight of her severed head. It stretches and tears until finally it falls to the floor, completely free. It bounces a few times before rolling to a stop at your feet. Oh no, oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back.
Yes, quick load. But I'm intrigued.
The princess's eyes stare up at you, dead. Congratulations! You saved the world.
Okay.
Are you sure she's not winking at us? Obviously not. She is thoroughly deceased.
She's winking.
I hate this. Can we just get out of here now, please?
God, the things.
Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward. We should take her with us, don't you think?
Why, Skeptic? Why would you insist?
What? No, you shouldn't do that. Why would you do that?
I'm with the narrator on this. Why the fuck? Skeptic. Why?
I can think of lots of reasons. A trophy.
Trophy?
Proof of our victory. Hell, we could even give her a proper burial. She did save the world, right?
I have no words.
You don't need proof, you don't need a trophy, and she doesn't deserve a burial. Just leave. Even after all that, you're still not satisfied, are you? Something is still motivating you to keep things the way you want them. I'm just eager to put this all behind us and give you your reward. Stop reading into things, the danger has passed. You can relax. I'm just keeping myself sharp. I'm not so eager to put my guard down.
Okay, usually I'd listen to Skeptic, but what the fuck?
I am. I'm on team, let's put this all behind us, so can we leave already?
Leave the basement to claim your rewards. Take the princess with you. Fuck. Fuck a duck. Screw a kangaroo. Oh, fuck. Let's,
This path is already worn by travel and has been seen by one of my many eyes. You cannot walk it again. Change your course.
Okay. Apparently that leads me to something, another ending
Wait, what?
I've already seen. So take the princess with us. It's our only option.
Ugh, fine. You pick up the princess's severed head, its neck stump still oozing bodily fluids. Then make your way back upstairs to the first floor of the cabin. Did you see that? I could have sworn she moved.
She's still alive. Oh my god.
She didn't. She's dead.
Nope, she's very much alive.
But what if she's not? Are you listening to yourself?
She
Do
winked
I need
again.
to explain to you why decapitation is lethal? The door to your bountiful reward is right in front of you. All you have to do is open it. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is... Wait, no, that's not right.
Well played.
Oh shit. I knew it. Free the prisoner. Huh.
This is the end of the world, isn't it? I always thought I'd at least have time to explain myself before I had to watch it happen. It's already...
What the actual fuck?
Over? Is he gone? But we're still here. Maybe it wasn't the end of the world after all. Maybe it was just the end of his.
Yeah. How? Where did leaving her body take me? Because apparently I've already walked that path. So I'm just like, Curious.
Thanks for carrying me up here. I had to take it on faith that you would know what to do. I'm glad I was right to trust you. So,
Okay.
this is the outside. Maybe it's just my lack of body, but it's colder than I expected.
Fuck me. Okay, so I like the prisoner as she is, but I don't like her path. What am I saying? I just like her voice.
She's gone. And is that a...
You approach the mirror. You're unraveled. Okay, so now I only need one. Yes? What the fuck?
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there.
Okay, so now I only need one.
Do you know what we'll find out there?
Is that a rhetorical? Rhetorical? Is that a rhetorical question? Do you know? Do you want me to tell you?
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
They'll be fine. That is how they are. Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think we're real? Do you have any thoughts on this vessel? Please tell me it's something good.
This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart.
Cold and cynical. Okay.
Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
Yeah. What's going to happen when you awaken? Well, oh, that's a long. When you send me back there, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Do the vessels have one? Have the vessels had one?
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
I think he lives in the spaces between. He does. I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him. We're going to have answers. But you're going to keep that to yourself. He does, but you're going to keep that to yourself. He does, and when I find him, I'm going to kill him.
If he drives you towards my destruction, then he is steeped in delusion, for he does not know me. Just as I hold compassion for you, and you hold compassion for me, you can hold compassion for those who have wronged you.
So she's telling me to be compassionate towards the narrator? I mean, yeah, fair. If this is the last stage before I'm not going back. I'm going to stay right here. What happened? I've never explored these. You raise your will to end your life, but as it buries into the space your body should be, you feel nothing at all. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward and gently plucks the instrument from your hand.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
What does this do? Your will cuts across the entity in front of you, but nothing happens.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
Interesting. Just in case.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Everything goes dark and you die. Okay, so apparently the what am I trying to say? The way to get a chapter 3 for the prisoner is already a path I explored. So I don't know how the fuck they're linked. I thought each one would be individual. I mean, the prisoners head to her.
You're on a path. You're here to...
Moving on. I always turn around. For the last one, let's go with sweet.
That's the spirit. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare.
But my
The air
question
is
still
stale
stands. I
and
think I've
musty,
fully
and the
explored
floor
everything
and walls are
if I take the
painted with a
knife.
fine layer of dust. The only
Either that or
furniture
there's a
about
very
is a plain wooden
specific
table.
ending
Perched on
that I need to
table
explore.
is a pristine blade.
But I doubt it, because if the path is closed off, regardless of where I end it, then I really don't think there's anything left for me to do if I take the knife. Because even in that last path, it was like, leave the body behind, but she was like, no, I've already seen that, choose another path.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it.
So basically, take the blade. There's still something left. And then there's that I fucking apparently don't want to go back to. What happens if I just don't? Or if I do take the blade. I want to see
It'd be rather difficult
where I can go with the blade, because I don't... There shouldn't be much left. There shouldn't be much shit left to explore with the blade.
The door to the basement, her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds...
Says I.
Don't let it fool you. Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down
Hello,
the stairs
princess.
and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Yeah, now what I have to do if I fucking... I'm so curious.
How about you drop the...
Look how reasonable. Don't you dare. It's fine.
Turn your grip, drop it.
The blade
And there it
Thank
goes.
you.
against
So where
your
can I
back
go
will
from
be
here?
fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish.
So here we are.
An
What an
awkward start
awkward
to an
start
end.
to a relationship. Oh, have you...
You know why.
Slay the princess. But I know what happens if I slay her, right? Apparently not.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through.
This is different. Slightly.
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing.
Where's this one leading me? I'm
Your blade
so
flashes through
confused.
the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
Give up, finish the job, flee, and lock her in the basement.
Are you serious? It's a good idea. We've taken some bad hits, but we've dealt some too. She has to be feeling it more than we are. Let's regroup upstairs. If we're lucky, maybe she'll just bleed out. Fine. You make a mad dash to the basement stairs, the princess's chains rattling as she tries to chase you, but pulling taut much too soon for her to catch up.
Do you really think you can just walk out of here?
Okay, so now I know, or now I think I know where this leads. And if it leads where I think it leads, we're restarting, because I don't fucking like where it leads.
She steps towards you, ignoring her chains. They creak and strain as she pulls against them until finally they break. The links clatter to the floor, useless.
Okay, that's new.
She's free. Hurry. You push your broken body as she closes in and just barely manage to pass the threshold of the basement doorway before she catches up to you. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. She has an awful wound and we have all the time in the world. Playing jailkeeper for a while might make things a little easier. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door.
Nope, we can just leave. We can just leave. And this is looking how I thought it was looking.
It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there.
Nope. 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 No. Nope, 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 nope. I would rather fight the demon than fight that bitch. Again. Take the blade and just enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Okay, so where does this one lead me? I think I still have some options left if I don't take the knife.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of... Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
We'll be fine.
You are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
I can, but you won't like the method. Actually, the only one who won't is me. So fuck.
Okay.
See if we can talk.
Oh.
She pauses,
Does talking
carefully formulating her
matter?
words before she
If choices
responds.
matter, I'm assuming talking should matter. But I've had some dialogue that's like, I've had some dialogue show up, even though I haven't had that dialogue option before. Or no, that's not what I mean. The narrator says some shit and answers some questions, even though I haven't asked him that. That's close as I can get to it. Moving on.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if...
Is Princess her name?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
Can I do that though? I don't think I've actually explored ever going back up and getting the blade for her. Usually it's like I wait until the blade falls in through the window and then I cut her free. Want to keep you locked away? No, don't keep her locked away. I'm sorry, but I just can't trust you. This doesn't add up, and it doesn't work. Go back upstairs and retrieve the blade without saying a word. Examine the chains. I can't believe they've been keeping you here. Okay, I'm going to get you out of here. Don't make me regret this. I think if I say I'm gonna free her, the narrator's gonna keep me trapped. So I think this is the only option. But if I do that, she might not trust me.
Thank you.
See, I saw it in her eyes. She's more cynical.
Retrieving the blade in the cabin.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here. You'd better hope for your own sake that I don't slip these chains before you make it back down here.
Slip these chains? She can't, right?
Okay, never mind.
She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. She has to be bluffing, but I'd hurry if I were you. You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation.
Where does this option lead?
Okay, if we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all.
I hope I can get her trust back. I really don't.
You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet. Where the princess sat only a moment ago.
Yeah, she chewed her arm off.
Severed arm, its cooling flesh still chained to the wall. And she is nowhere to be seen.
Okay. Definitely haven't explored this one.
Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
That's a good question. Good observation, hero. Finish. She lost an arm. I'm locking her down here and letting her bleed out.
Your eyes dart to the corners of the room. You don't see her.
She's behind me.
Where is she?
Behind you. Close the door. Investigate the arm.
As you step towards the severed limb, you hear the pattering of feet behind you, soft against the basement floor, then loud and desperate against the stairs. You turn to chase after the princess, but she's fast and has too much of a lead. She slams the door behind her before you can make it to the top of the stairs. The lock clicks into place. No!
Thanks for letting me out. I'd return the favor, but I think we both know that I can't trust you to let me stay free.
Where the fuck does this lead me? What is this path? I mean, I should have figured it was gonna lead somewhere else entirely, but what the fuck?
With those parting words, the princess walks away, her quiet footsteps eventually fading as she leaves you and the cabin to rot. You're stuck here, alone. It can't just end like this, right? As much as I prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. You don't know how much time passes before the end, but eventually it comes. The world ends, and you end with it.
Okay, chapter 2. Where are we? The witch. What the fuck? Okay, never mind. I know where we are.
You're on a path.
It's
in
just
the
different
woods,
how we got here.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
So this is the only other way we could have gone here. So I could, in theory, get a chapter 3 out of this one.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. It hasn't. If he doesn't remember what happened, brilliant. We need to keep our
Opportunist.
cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him.
I forgot where this was, or who this was.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show. A warning. Before
Warning,
you
yada,
she
yada,
will
yada.
lie. Don't worry. You can trust us to get the job done.
That all depends on what the job is. Because I kind of want to save
The
her.
interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
No. Didn't say anything about the mirror. Approach the mirror, take the blade, enter the basement. Sans blade.
Hope you know what you're getting us into.
We'll be fine.
It'll always be here if we need it. Sure, that was also true last time and we still died, but we definitely know what we're doing this time. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair.
Locks of tangled hair. That's some new description.
The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Man, the descriptions, they just really do a good job of setting the mood.
Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
But what if I ask you to? I'm not nasty.
But you are. You're a wretched little thing.
Fuck.
I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
What I did was let you go free. Let's be honest, I did you a favor.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions? Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess.
Lay the princess? That's what I heard.
Fine, fine. You're the boss.
I'm the boss. Keep that in mind, opportunist.
Thank you.
Hello, witch.
You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
Fuck. What? What did I do last time? I think. This is such a weird save. I remember so many other options.
And there you are, once again seeming to offer a helping hand while likely hiding the other behind your back. Fine, I'll play along for now. What do you want?
You made a comment back in the woods about having been here before. Now she's acting like the two of you already know each other.
'Cause we do.
Oh.
Follow along.
You've already been here, haven't you?
Follow along, narrator.
That's
Come on.
sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us.
Kiss ass.
Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her.
No.
Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Like I made a mistake. We all make mistakes, Rex. I'm sure you made a mistake. I get the sense you're not happy with me. I'm unarmed. That's a gesture of goodwill, so why don't we talk it out? I didn't do shit to you last time. You're the one who locked me away until I died. Look, I know things get messy last time, but I think there's something bigger than both of us at work. We should team up. Can't you get out of those chains? Those chains don't look like they stop you. Those chains didn't stop you last time. Why don't I have a nagging feeling you're going to stab me in the back if I help you out here? Near the basement for good. Did I save? I did. Thank God. I don't want to follow the same path I did last time. So just in case. I'm unarmed as just I didn't do shit to you last time.
That is an exceptionally good point.
And you were the conniving beast that left in search of steel to slay me. Just because I won and you lost doesn't mean I'm to blame for bad blood.
There is no bad blood. I got nothing against you.
Also a good point.
Shut up, opportunist.
She
Fucking
can't
Christ.
even hear you. Why are you trying to brown nose her?
Honestly,
I'm
man.
not brown-nosing anyone. I'm just taking a fair and balanced approach and hearing out everything that everyone has to say. If she's in the wrong, then you don't have anything to worry about.
Sure, fucking brown noser.
But I must confess, this place never let me out into the world. While you were gasping your last down below, I was trying to claw and bash and break my way out. But I never did manage to be free. Until finally, I found myself here again, and you were gone. It seems that you get to come and go as you please, so you may be a bigger part of the answer to this riddle than I'd like you to be. Maybe bygones can be bygones.
Yes, maybe bygones can be bygones, please.
But you'll have to let me out first.
I get the sense you're not happy with me. I didn't bring my blade down here. Remember, how am I supposed to get you out of those chains? Sneeze. Can't you get out of those chains on your own? Those chains didn't stop you last time. Why do you have the nagging feeling you're gonna stab me in the back if I help you out here?
Is that a joke? Do you think a joke will charm my trust back?
I was hoping.
You'll have to try harder than that.
Fuck. Alright, I didn't bring my blade down here. Remember, how am I supposed to get you out of those chains? Why do I have a nagging feeling you're gonna stab me in the back? 'Cause she did.
And why would I do such a thing? Is someone's guilty conscience getting to them?
Guilty conscience for what?
But I wouldn't worry. As much as I may hate you, letting you live is in my best interests. If you get me out of here, the only thing that will be dead and buried is the bad blood between us.
Oh, that nagging feeling you mentioned is me, by the way.
Oh, goddammit.
I'm actually a little anxious about a potential backstabbing event.
Alright, reel it in, opportunist.
She needs us to get out of here. We'll be fine if that's what we decide to do. You won't be fine because destruction is in her nature. If she gets out of here, that's it for the world, remember? Even if that's true, that doesn't automatically mean she's going to stab us in the back. I think that depends on your definition of words like stab and in the back. She might not literally do that, but she could very well symbolically do the same thing.
Okay.
See? He gets
Anyways.
it. There's nothing wrong with looking out for number one.
And bring my damn, how am I supposed to get you out of here?
Oh, of course. They're nothing to me.
Yeah.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist. She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest.
Reel it in, opportunist. Most of the voices always have a hard on for her. It's like there's always a bit of smitten with them.
This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
Shut up, narrator. Okay, let's leave. Leave with the princess. Leave her in the basement.
Yes, let's.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face. She never
Look at
breaks
that
eye
face.
contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face to face. She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
What am I gonna do? I have no weapons.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
No.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back on us.
Actually, I think that's how we get to chapter 3.
It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here. Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her. Somebody has to go first, and it might as well be us. We're the ones who broke her trust last time.
Did we? I guess this is what the path says, so we broke her trust.
You're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted. I don't know how many more warnings I have to dole out, but if you help her out of here, you're going to regret it.
Quick save. I think this is how we get into chapter 3.
That's right. You're the one who's going first. Don't worry, I'll be right behind you watching every single thing you do.
That's exactly what I'm worried about. You step onto the stairs and begin your ascent from the basement. The princess follows close on your heels, perhaps even a little closer than you'd like. You're only saying that because you want us to feel nervous.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be
I
fine.
do want those things, but I want them for a good reason. I don't need you to trust me for my sake, because I already know that I'm right. This is for you.
I mean, he's kind of right.
Can we walk backwards up the stairs? I think that's the smarter idea. She can't sneak in and attack if we're facing her.
Honestly.
No. The stairs are a bunch of overgrown roots. You'll trip and hurt yourself.
Well, it's a shame you made him that way, narrator. I would gladly take that chance.
But princess is silent as you both continue the climb, and, in no time at all, the upstairs of the cabin is within reach. Isn't that a relief? We're fine. Nothing happened. You're not even going to wait until you're through that door to proudly claim your victory, are you? What did you just say that? I think we know why. You feel something dig into your shoulder, sharp and piercing. The princess clawing at you and pulling you down with her full weight.
Well,
Together
that's
you
surprising.
tumble back down the uneven stairs, your body and hers crashing against the unyielding wooden roots, until finally you both separate with a bone-shaking thud against the basement floor. You feel something pop.
There we go. Mistimed.
The princess lands against the far wall, gasping as she struggles to recover from the impact.
I honestly think this is the only way to get to chapter 3.
You're still in shock, trying to get a hold of yourself. She grins as you continue to remain exactly where you are, cackling derisively as she watches you realize that you won't be getting up. Wait, why won't we be getting up?
Because my fucking back is broken. What do you think,
I'm
man?
afraid your back is broken. One unlucky fall is all it takes, really, and you had several. You know what? I'll say it. That sucks. I don't like having a broken back.
Oh, well, at least you're only a fucking voice inside my head. I'm the one with the broken back here.
We were going to help her. Why? Why did she do that? It's what I would have done. Have you considered not being like that? Of course not. It's what keeps us alive.
What got us in this situation, kinda.
And yet here we are, paralysed and stuck with someone who hates us in the basement of a remote cabin.
You must have known this was coming.
Yeah, I
the
did.
arrogance of turning your back to me after everything you've done.
I can't get up. You broke my back. What the hell was that for? I was trying to get you out of here. We never gonna go up those stairs, were we? We could have gone up those stairs if we had just trusted each other.
The princess lets out a mocking laugh.
Fucking Christ, okay.
By our very natures, only one of us could make it upstairs unscathed. Someone had to make the first move. Better me than you.
You bitch. It was only the person in the back who was gonna end up stabbing the other.
See, this is why I wanted her to go first. I had this whole little scheme planned, where once she'd passed by the table upstairs, I'd have said, now pick up the blade and stab her in the back.
And this is how we got into the situation. We need some trust, opportunist.
And then you'd say something like, wow, that's an amazing idea that I never saw coming. Thanks for looking out for us. And then you would have done it and we wouldn't be stuck down here with a broken back. There's just one problem with that. And what's that? She was clearly planning to betray us. And if she was in front of us, she would have gotten to the blade first. Ugh, you're right, aren't you? I
Yep.
thought this whole thing was ironclad, but really it was doomed from the start, wasn't it?
Yep.
The princess's body
Oh,
twitches as
God.
she tries to get up.
The fucking bone breakings, man. The sounds.
Ho ho ho! So she's got it as bad as us.
Something inside me is broken.
You could say that
What
again.
a cruel twist of the knife. Isn't that so funny?
Are you fucking trying to pull a Joker right now? Your life's a comedy, not a tragedy.
She eyes you with
Relax.
intensity, silence falling between you for a long moment as her gaze travels up and down your battered form.
Seems I'm not the only one, though.
Wait, are we both just stuck here?
Look how sad she is.
Certainly seems that way. What a way to go. But look on the bright side. In all this chaos, you may have actually managed to deliver a lethal wound. World could be saved after all.
Ironic. This is one of the few times I fucking managed to do so. And it wasn't by my choice.
We're going to die together. Isn't that a lovely treat? I wonder how long it'll take. Maybe I'll get to watch the worms lick your bones clean.
Nah, we'll be fine.
Is
Oh.
that really what's going to happen now? Hello? Are you still there? What happens next?
He doesn't respond.
I think he's gone.
Is this not how you get to chapter 3?
Something strange is twisting this place out of shape. I wasn't feeling much of anything, but now I feel cold.
And she disappears. Son of a bitch! Letting out the chance to respond, you never will, yada yada yada. Okay, save. Load. There has to be a way to get to chapter 3. Take the blade this time.
Take the blade from the shelf. Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it. That's not actually a bad idea.
Person Mary, why didn't you say anything? Person Mary, that has nothing to do with me. Do I actually get a chance to hide the blade?
Creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind. The air smells of dirt. Her voice.
Something nasty finds itself on my stair. I recognize that voice as easily as I recognize.
She must have you confused with. She seems friendly enough. You can't. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy. Do you want to hear what everyone? You need to stop. Fine. You're the boss.
Alright, skipping all that.
Thank you.
Hello, princess.
Descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
No. Me? Yeah.
That's not fair. How would she know that?
So, we've dropped the pretenses.
Hmm.
Good.
Hmm.
You made a comment back in the woods about having been here before. Now she's acting like the two of you already know each other. Oh, no. You've already been here, That's pretty sharp. How do you call
Alright,
it
skip.
deductive reasoning? Well, you seem to... So, no, I don't.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue. Sorry about last time. Look, I made a mistake. We all make mistakes, right? I'm sure. Don't worry, the blade isn't for you, or not for killing you. We've got to get you out of here somehow, right? I get the sense you're not happy with me. I didn't do shit to you last time. You're the one who locked me away. Look, I know things got messy last time, but I think there's something bigger than I think they should just team up. Can't you get out of those chains? No, I don't want to explore those. I don't want to hurt you, but clearly there's something there's some broken trust. Take this as a gesture of my goodwill. Leave the basement, slay the princess. With my intentions, I didn't care for you I didn't care for how you treated me last time, and I don't think you might be in danger to the world. I'm going to attack you now. Okay, so none of this is blocked out. So each one, or most of them, lead to a new path I have yet to discover. Where's the thing? Where? How are you, or not for killing you? We've got to get you out of here somehow, right?
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist.
Yeah, okay. That's fair enough.
I've gotten out of those the whole time. A woman after my own heart. This is why she can't just be abandoned here.
Okay. Skip all that. Give her the blade. I don't want to hurt you, but clearly there's some broken trust.
You can't be serious.
We'll be fine.
Now, hold on. We should put this to a vote.
Nope. Fuck you. I'm in
It's
charge.
one of our most valuable assets. We can't just give it to her. What if she uses it to kill us? I vote no.
Too bad.
As do I.
Vetoed.
I abstain. You abstain. She's going to kill us if we give it to her.
This isn't a democracy. We're giving her the blade. Don't do it. Ah, yeah, never mind. This is such a silly idea. Such a silly little idea.
You're going to get everyone killed. You know that, right? But of course you do.
Yeah, we'll be fine. I want to see how this leads.
You toss the blade at the princess's feet.
Is there... Because if I go up the stairs, she betrays me. If she leads the stairs, she locks me down here and we fucking die. So is this the only way we can get the fuck out of here? Proper?
She eyes it with suspicion before kneeling down to pick it up.
I wouldn't have done that. Why did you?
Because I'm not a dick.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
What do you think happens now?
We go up the stairs and out of the cabin? That's up to you. It's why I gave you the blade. I chose last time and I regret it. So now it's your time to choose. Ah, fuck. We're both scared and we're both hurting. If one of us doesn't make a change, we'll probably kill each other forever. Do you want that? I don't. We can be better than this. What the fuck is this? You're beautiful. I want to actually save you, and this feels like the only way to do it. If you're like someone I know, you're probably going to kill me. Quick save. But this feels like the only way. And this feels like the only way to. Why not?
She pulls back,
Yeah.
clearly caught off guard by whatever nonsense you just said to her.
Look at you. Aw.
I thought it was nice. Whether it's nice depends on if we meant it. We didn't mean it. Did we?
Is that an option?
If you were lying, we'd all know. But unfortunately, you weren't lying.
Nope.
What? What do you mean by that? What kind of game are you playing?
Aw.
The look of surprise that momentarily softened her features vanishes as she steels her nerves.
Please don't stab me in the fucking chip. Please don't.
And then
Ah,
she
goddammit.
buries the blade in your heart. What? No. No, come on, that's not right. I told you this is what she was going to do. Glee dances across her face as you fall to the ground.
I did it. I got you.
You.
The princess seems to tremble, her smile fading quickly, replaced with concern. Her nervous eyes brim with tears.
Oh, she's actually sad.
Why? Why did you let me do this?
But you don't have the strength to respond, nor do you have the time.
Chapter 3?
Everything goes dark, and you
die. Chapter 3. Okay. So that's how I did it.
You're on a path in the woods. I can't believe she actually stabbed us.
Meh.
I told you not to give her the blade. I told you it would come around to bite us. I voted against it. Yeah, we know. You already got your I told you so's in while we were bleeding out. I just wanted to make sure that everyone here knows that I was and am on the right side of that argument.
Debatable. We'll see how this goes.
Oh, you're far from being on the right side.
Motherfucker.
You're fixated on the past, whereas what you should be is fixated on the future.
Fuck, smitten and opportunist. This is gonna be annoying.
Ho, a visionary. I like it. Tell me more.
Let's not.
Gladly, my dear fellow.
Fuck.
By cruelly turning on the princess in her moment of vulnerability, we made ourselves an enemy. But by mastering our fear and insecurity and handing over our power, we've begun a journey to something so much deeper.
Oh god.
I like journeys. Travelling is a bit of a passion of mine. It makes me so relatable. Now, where are we off to?
Please, to the cabin.
Well, if we're lucky, it's a journey to love.
Fuck.
She hates us. Does she? She hesitated before stabbing us to death. There might just be a kernel of affection in that angry, angry heart.
Fucking Christ smitten. I mean, I know it wouldn't have changed anything if what I told her, she was still gonna stab me in the heart. But I feel like I shouldn't have called her beautiful at this time, last time. Yes.
As ridiculous as this guy is, maybe he has a point. I don't know if I necessarily buy into his whole love journey thing, but maybe she won't be as keen to betray us this time. We've already proven to her that we can change, so maybe she'll realise that things don't have to end in violence. You know, maybe you're right. In which case, I suppose the only thing to do is to get back to the cabin and give it another try.
Yes. Third time's the charm.
Give what another try exactly? You are aware I've been listening to you, right?
Take the backseat, narrator. We're in charge this time.
It makes no difference if we conspire in the shadows or bear our intentions with open hearts. We are breaking your cruel cycle and whisking her away to freedom. Oh, are you now? Great, so you've obviously been here before, since you apparently died at least once. Twice, actually.
4 times.
Sure. Twice. Then I'll spare you the little introduction I had planned. You already know about the princess, and clearly you already know that she's dangerous. So don't muck this up. It's bad enough that this isn't your first time through.
Place is different. It keeps changing. We're going to free her. We're even now. I'm sure she understands that, but can we see what she has to say for herself? But we can see what she has to say for herself when we get to the cabin. I swear I know how to read. Why do I play games to make me read? I just want to shoot things. I should probably just start picking up a game that makes me shoot things. I hope you don't think I'm planning on freeing her after she stabbed me in the heart. Screw the cabin. What happens if we just leave? You sure seems to be taking the whole looping thing in stride. Proceed to the cabin. Proceed. Turn around.
What do you want me to say? It's bad that you've been here before. It's bad for you, it's bad for me, and it's especially bad for the world. The more times you run through this, the more likely it is that you'll fail. You've already failed twice. So you knew this could happen.
Why would he set it up as an option if we could fail? Like, what was the whole point of this thing?
Theoretically, sure, I knew this could happen, but I was supposed to be the first. I'd really rather not get into it. I don't care about where we came from, and I don't care to discuss the theory of anything. I yearn only to bring her freedom. I'm here to feel, not to think. Then we can all
Fair
move
enough.
on and forget what I said about failure. It's important that you believe in yourself, and the fact you're here probably means that you still have a chance to pull this off and save the world. My world, at least. It sounds like you've probably doomed a couple of others already.
Honestly, don't feel like there's ever a way to not doom things.
I need to stop talking. Think happy thoughts.
Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts. We can say for herself. I hope you don't think I'm planning on freeing her. Ba-da-ba-da-ba.
Please don't.
Backseat narrator.
You can't stop all of us, you villain. Let's just see how the wind blows. I'm not opposed to saving her, but let's not rule anything out just yet. Let's see what she has to say. Stop sitting on the fence and pick a side already. We don't need you waffling when things get hairy. I've already picked a side. Our side. I'm here to make sure that whatever happens, we wind up on top. Because that's worked out great so far. Well, we're not out of the game yet, are we? And again, I'll have you know, I wouldn't have gotten us killed last time. I wanted to stab her in the back, not hand over our precious backstabbing implement.
That would have just gotten us killed. But fair enough. You keep thinking that way, man. No matter what happens, it seems like all our answers are in the cabin. Let's either just continue to the cabin. Moving
It
on.
isn't long before you find yourself at the base of the cabin. I think it's clear where everyone stands at this point. I don't know if I'd say everyone. You talking about me? I have a position. It's a good one, too. Ignore him, he's just talking for talking's sake. My position is the only one that matters. You know what you have to do.
He keeps talking like I'm gonna listen.
The interior of the cabin is hardly an interior at all anymore.
This looks nice.
Burned out ruins merely suggest the shape of the structure that once stood here, charred wood still reeking of ash. But beneath it lies the fresh smell of spring growth after rain, the promise of new life in the wreckage of the old.
Save. What was this one? This one is when I let her betray me, and we get the beast. Right.
The only furniture of note is the crisp shell of what was once a table. A pristine... Wait, this isn't right. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
Awesome. We don't even have the... It sounds like this one's pretty straightforward.
We gave it to her last time. She can't still have it, can she? Well, it's not here. And if she has it... Let me guess. You want to get all chummy with her. Look, as far as I see it, if it's between him and her, I say we side with the one who has the weapon. It's just the smart thing to do. I wouldn't be so hasty. I'm sure the blade will turn up somewhere. She can't have it. That's not how this is supposed to work.
And you know that for a fact.
If she does have it, that's all the more reason to put our faith in her. We have already shown her our heart.
And
Now
she stabbed
she has
it.
to show us hers.
And she stabbed it. Let's not forget that, man.
Unless her heart tells her to stab us, which doesn't seem unlikely. So, yes, I agree. Let's make sure we get on her good side.
How do we get down there? There's only the thing in the way. The only thing I see is a mirror.
Yeah, why didn't you mention the mirror? I didn't mention a mirror because there isn't a mirror. But he says there isn't one. That's got to count for something, right?
Why? I fucking hate opportunists. I really do.
Either way,
Still
I say
wishy-washy.
we take a look. It feels like it's been forever since we've actually seen ourselves. For all we know, our feathers are all out of place. And that's why we haven't yet won her heart. We must put our best face forward.
Oh, yes, her face. The face she smashed in once.
Yeah, we can't go around looking disheveled. A real go-getter takes care of his appearance. So, is the door to the basement behind the mirror? I promise you there isn't a mirror, and there isn't a door to the basement. The entrance is more of a burned-out frame than anything else, and it's right there on the far side of the room. Do you really not see it?
No. Thank you for joining us.
You step forward and approach the scorched entryway leading to the basement, hesitating before you begin the descent. You know what you have to do. Wipe away the grit from the mirror, and behold our handsome features. You
Okay.
reach forward and wave your hand through the hollow entrance leading to the basement. You really thought there was a mirror there, didn't you? That can't be good. As if things weren't unpredictable enough. Alas, our fine features remain unseen. We'll just have to trust that she'll find us beautiful as we are.
Are you sure he's not the fucking opportunist?
Well, seems like the only way to go is forward, isn't it? Yes, that's where everything tends to be. Let's just put on a good face and have our wits about us. You step through the frame of scorched
Yeah, okay, this
wood
one's pretty
and
straightforward.
Make your way into the darkness below. The stairs to the basement
Jesus.
are covered in a fine layer of gritty ash. The air still feels warm, as if the fires that ruined this place had only recently been extinguished. Yet fresh shoots of thorny branches are already weaving themselves through the soot-covered earth of the walls around you. Their spines point courteously down towards the basement, so you're able to brush past their jagged points with ease, at least on the way down. But you don't need to think about the way back up just yet. That's a matter for after the world's been saved.
Nope, I'm already thinking about it. That sounds horrible.
These thorns are an expression of her pain. I know it. She's calling out for help.
Okay, Smitten.
Her voice,
Reel it in.
worn down by pain and suspicion, hobbles up the stairs.
I can't get away from you, can I? I lock you away and you come back. You let me kill you and you come back.
Hmm.
I don't know why you let me do that. I don't know what you want from me.
I want to figure out a way. I want to figure out a way out of here for good. Fuck me, man. Swear to God, next game, no reading is gonna be involved. Don't know what I don't know what I want. What I really, really want. Never really chose to come here. Want to free you. I mean it. I just want to talk. Really talk.
I think you know how this goes. I'm down here and I can't leave. So, come down and talk. It's not like I can stop you.
Should have told her I loved her.
You continue down the basement stairs, brushing past the smooth edges of thorns that grow more and more plentiful as you make your way forward.
Oh, how's this basement gonna look? This is gonna look awesome.
You step out into what was once a vast open cavern,
Not what I
now
thought.
overrun by briars and prickles and thistles, the space thick with hostile vegetation. At the heart of it all, encased in a tight weave of vines, is the princess, her bloody, trembling hands clutching a pristine blade.
Told you.
Did you know this was going to happen to me? Are you here to watch me suffer? Are you here to laugh?
We're here to laugh. Look at her. She's so sad and she has a crown of thorns. Yeah, I'm here to laugh. What do you think would happen after you killed me? Do you think I wouldn't hold it against you? I'm not here to laugh. I'm here to free you, if you'll let me. I can cut you free, but you'll have to give me the blade. Explore. Reach for the blade. You're in a prison of your own making. I broke our cycle of violence. If you still want to wallow in it, be my guest. Turn and leave. Interesting. I guess I don't have anything left to say to you. Fine. If you're going to be like that, I'm going to leave. Have a nice life. Oh, interesting. Save. What happens if I leave?
Do you really think you can just wash your hands of all of this?
Abandon her in a thorny
You
prison.
can just leave me here?
This is even better than stabbing her. The same reward without any of that nasty effort. It's not even better. Putting off a choice is always worse than making a committed decision, especially when you already know the right answer. It's even more cruel if you ask me. Leaving an incredible soul like hers to languish forever in pain and alone. How can we bear to live with the guilt?
Oh, how can we bear?
We'll live with it just fine. Besides, she'll get over it. That's what I'm afraid of. But as you approach the basement stairs, you make a grim realization. The thorns won't let you leave.
I thought so.
We don't have any way to cut through them. Okay, new plan. We re-befriend the princess, get the blade, and all of us leave here together as friends.
You can't leave without me, can you? Isn't that funny? Isn't that so funny? This is perfect, actually. Just you and me rotting down here forever. Together.
Yep, don't like it. Yeah, I'm not here to laugh. I'm here to free you, if you'll let me.
I want to trust you.
Her grip tightens on the blade.
But you're hiding something, aren't you? Why would you help me if you weren't helping yourself?
Because I can't leave without you. And if we're both stuck down here, we're both fucked. You're not the only one who yearns for freedom. I'm as trapped as you are. I think we need to leave together. Is there nothing I can say to change your mind? You're in a prison of your own. Make it turn and leave, turn and leave, turn and leave.
The princess clutches the blade closer to her chest.
Oh, come on.
That sounds nice. I'm so tired of the bad blood between us. But it's hard to let it go. You've hurt me.
And you've killed me.
Her eyes dart away from yours for a brief moment.
And I've also hurt you.
Is there nothing I can say to change your mind? Can I take the blade now?
I don't know. What can either of us really say at this point? How can we trust something as hollow as words?
With actions?
She's right, there's nothing left to say. So let's get a move on and do something before she comes up with a scheme to get out of here on her own. We don't need words to send a message. It is through action that we can show her our adoration, our devotion, our kindness.
Oh, fucks, man. Every time he talks, it's irritating. But it's funny, I think this is one of the few times she's actually trapped. Then maybe it's past time for either of us to say anything. All that counts is action. Reach for the blade. Can I take the blade now?
You reach towards her bloodied hands, laying your palm on her trembling fingers. For a moment, she clutches it even tighter, her knuckles going white with the effort. But then the tension fades. Her grip finally loosens and she allows you to take the weapon. You carefully pull it free from the thorns, though they scrape at your skin, leaving red trickles of fresh blood all along your arms.
We'll be fine. Gotta get her out of here.
She trusts us. She trusts us. Doesn't that set your heart aflutter? Yeah, a little. It could just be nerves. Being this close to her does bring back unpleasant memories, but I don't know, it doesn't feel bad. It feels good. Like we're special to her.
Oh god, Hero's getting swayed over too.
We are special to have gained an ounce of trust from a maiden so guarded. Now all that remains is to free her from her bindings. Yeah, let's do it. Let's show her how much both of us have changed. Or
No.
out,
No.
slay her. Right here, right now. She's never been so helpless, and if we don't take advantage of that, we may never get another chance.
Oh, shut up,
That
opportunist.
sounds like a splendid idea. You should listen to him.
No, shut up.
I see that the lines have been drawn. It's 2 against 1.
It's none against one. I make the decisions here.
It's 2 against 2. You don't count. And why shouldn't he count? Because he's clearly not one of us. That doesn't matter. He's been with us the whole time. He should get a say.
So, did you mean it? Or was I a fool to hand my life to you?
No. No, you weren't. Cut her free. I just wanted my blade back. You're on your own. Peace. Cut her free.
Yes. What a good idea. Let's cut her free.
So, oh my god, opportunist. Fuck.
Oh, so you're suddenly team free her? You can't just switch sides as soon as we make a decision. I can do whatever I want, and I believe with my whole heart that this is the right course of action. Let's free this princess.
Until we make another decision and it changes again.
Everyone deserves a chance at redemption. Let him join us and be merry. We are all united by our passion.
Ashram. Oh god. Smitten.
That's right.
Reel
What
it
he
in.
said. We've already given him a chance at redemption. And who says I don't deserve another? I really mean it this time. I'm big enough to admit when I'm wrong. So I want to help you all free her. And I have no problem with that. Welcome to the team. You're one of us now. One of the good guys. You take the blade to the thorny vines imprisoning the princess, and she flinches, relaxing only slightly as the blade slices into the thick vegetation rather than her arm. And she flinches again as the last of the vines is cut away, as if, after all of that, she's still expecting you to turn on her and stab her in the heart. But you're not going to do that, are you? Still, all it would take is a single slip of the blade.
No, shut up, narrator. Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
Such a pathetic attempt at distraction and subterfuge. Our blade is a dashing sword, and every dashing sword is an extension of its hero. It won't slip. You're right. He can't even make it slip, can he? He's a bit of a nobody. Good thing I've been on your side of all this since the beginning.
Junist. Every fucking time.
The princess falls into your arms, tears streaking down her cheeks. I can't believe you're making me describe this. I hate you.
I know, please do go on. This is the one time I want to hear you talk.
You actually meant it. You rescued me.
Do you see the way she's looking at us? Kiss her. Kiss her now before the moment ends.
Ayo? Of course I did. I just really hate the people who put us here. Actual option? Quick save?
She smiles, her hand slipping into yours, and the two of you rush to the basement stairs. You should have kissed her, you fool. It was the... Can we actually do that? No, you can't. Absolutely not.
Fuck you. We're doing
You
it.
know as well as I do that we can. And we wouldn't want to throw away a chance for a special moment, now would we? If I were only capable of throwing myself off a bridge. Well, are you going to describe our steamy, romantic kiss? You
Do it.
lean in and you kiss her.
Aw, so romantic.
And
Even Hero's on it.
she reciprocates enthusiastically. You kiss. It's done. Are you happy now?
Yeah.
Come on now, this is the big moment. You can do better than that. Ugh, fine. You and the princess lock eyes and stare deep into each other's souls with all the roaring emotion that comes from letting what once was hatred turn into pure, unbridled passion.
Yeah.
Are you making fun of us? And then each of you close your eyes and kiss. Words can describe neither the nuclear fire nor the oceanic depth of your connection.
I know he's being sarcastic, but it's awesome.
Please. I think he actually likes romance. If history itself were not about to end, historians would document this moment for the rest of time. Musicians would write era-defining ballads, and great artists would expend entire lifetimes trying to merely capture the spark you hold right now. He's making fun of us. It doesn't matter either way, because this is good stuff. I'm aware of my skills. But unfortunately for you, the moment doesn't last forever. You open your eyes, the princess smiles gently up at you. Time for you to damn the whole world to oblivion, I suppose.
Yay.
That was nice.
Aw.
Her hand slips into yours, and the two of you rush to the basement stairs. Shameful, really, that the same thorns that so graciously allowed you downstairs are now blocking your only way out. Please, after all the trials we've been through, do you really think a few measly thorns can stop us? Love is an even more powerful weapon than our blade. We cut through those other vines just fine. They're only thorns. I'm not afraid of getting a few scrapes.
Oh, God. Oh, I don't like how this is going.
I'm not even sure we need to do any cutting. We can just move them out of the way. What a pathetic showing, really.
A few pointy sticks can't keep us down here. We're both meant for so much more than this.
Step into the thorns, cut the thorns.
As you step into the thorns covering the basement stairs, they yield.
Ha! Look at that smile.
Both you and the princess ascend the stairs without obstacle. This is unacceptable. The second you step out of this cabin with her, the world ends. Do you hear me? What did the world ever do to you to deserve this? Your
I'm not
nightmare
answering that.
is our dream. Whatever world would condemn star-crossed lovers like us to a cycle of violence and despair isn't a world worth saving. We'll weave something new together. Something better. You and the princess hesitate at the cabin door. This is your last chance. We've already made our decision.
We're finally leaving here together, aren't we? And all we had to do was trust each other. It wasn't easy, but I'm glad we finally could.
Woo! Step into your freedom. Yeah!
Hands clasped, the two of you open the door and step out into a new day, you irredeemable murderers.
What do we do now?
We go into the void.
Where's everything going?
It's fine.
Why is it so cold?
We'll see each other soon.
She's gone. And there's that.
Moving on. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Reach forward, there's it again, but you need to see what's in it. You're nothing at all. You can't be nothing. You focus your gaze and then you see it. A figure, faint and veiled and shadowed just beyond the reflection.
I think you know what I am.
Hello, Echo. A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image and the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. So many questions. Does it hurt when pieces of you break off? I'm sorry, I didn't want... Every time I ask you something to brace, are you part of me or are you something else? You're the one who wanted me to slay the princess. Why?
Because among other things, she is death itself. To rid the world of suffering, to save untold trillions from being lost forever to the cosmic wind, she must be destroyed. And despite how far you've fallen, you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
Oy. Well, I was made to do this single task. Who made me? What am I?
You're the Long Quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
Thank you for that. Nothing. God, I don't want to be a god. I want to be me. God, I always knew I was special. Moving on. You said she contains death. What is she? Are you a part of me or are you something else? Have you always been the same you all along? Are you a guard? A gourd? Or were you a gourd? What is the princess? Did you make her too? Where's this place? Where are we? Why did you want to rid the world of death? Just destroy the mirror. Fuck it. You have heard enough. The narrator was white. You are the Long Quiet, the vast and nascent god, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Bring the thorn to her. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There's nothing for you to find. Or is there? Hello, goddess.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
All of you. Say. Page 4.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
And yet it's been nothing at all. I've missed you too. She unfurls an endless cascade of smiles in response, and then patiently awaits for you to continue. I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound.
Right, every
A
time.
pale imitation of what I actually am. Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
I don't think I've killed her yet. There's so many stories we've left unfinished. Can we really just leave? Don't you have to say in all this? Why is this all falling on me? Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions and I need answers before I can make a choice. If I left you out, if I let you out, an entire world ends. I can't do that. If you were always going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? Did it even matter what roads I walked if all of them would have led to this moment? There has to be another way. This can't just come down to me either destroying you or letting you out. I won't do it. Slay the princess, slay the princess. I think it's time for us to leave this place, but I don't know how to leave or where to. For shits and gigs.
I know, and I've been waiting for you to see it through. Violence has always been our language, hasn't it? If this is what it takes to save you, then so be it.
Can I actually kill her?
A thought is a vine, and some thoughts nurture thorns that bleed the soul, and endless growth that blots your vision and strangles your trust.
Interesting.
When I succumbed to myself, you patiently stood by me and cut the thistles that rooted in my skin. Your compassion is what freed us both, but compassion is a thing that must be nurtured, and you cannot nurture that which cannot change.
Alright. But she changes all the time. She literally changes based on my perspective. If I had known what you really were, I wouldn't have been so quick to free you. Of course I helped you. I didn't want us to hate each other. I won't engage with violence.
But violence has defined the flow of everything between us. Do not deny what we are, and do not color our conflict with fear.
Who's this?
To question everything is to deny proof of the reality that lies in front of you. To live alone within the caverns of your mind is to trap yourself in them forever. But you did not live alone. You found me, and we held trust in each other for no reason than to believe in something that wasn't us. Cold skepticism turned to liberation, but it required a journey to blossom. Though you have blossomed, do you have no more journeys left to make? What of those in the spaces beyond? Would you erase the path ahead to hold everyone still?
I feel like I skipped a whole bunch of dialogue, and this is not where I was supposed to be going. That's just a metaphor. I want to protect him. What the fuck? I don't want to keep anyone still. What does the path matter if it always ends? It doesn't matter how I feel. Death, suffering, and oblivion shouldn't fall on others. If we are able to transcend death, then we are responsible for those it holds captive. I get it. There's no need for us to fight. I'll leave with you. I just don't know how. Doesn't matter how I feel. Death, suffering, and oblivion shouldn't fall on others. If we are able to transcend death, then we are responsible for those it holds captive.
The echo saw horrors because his eyes were closed. The majesty of being extends beyond any single perspective.
Ooh.
What is a person? Is it their body? Is it all of their body? Pluck the eyes, peel the skin, strip the tendons, mince the meat, grind the bones. When it is all gone, do you still have who you started with?
I don't like the demon.
A person is not a body. Death is a transformation into something new. It is only bodies that fear it.
God, I am not my body, but I feel my body suffer. I am not my body, but perhaps others are theirs. I don't fear death, not anymore. But what am I if I'm not a body? Suffering born in delusion is still suffering. It doesn't matter what we are now. We hurt each other, and we shouldn't have done that. We can't let a world be spun out of that pain.
Their suffering is born of their own delusion. A web of nerves, lain upon a web of nerves, lain upon a web of nerves. The shade of a beautiful beginning we can never return to. Where did you end and I begin? When you felt what it was to be me, we held on to each other and pierced the veil of truth. Will you abandon that curiosity now that we are no longer joined in physicality?
Curiosity comes second to doing the right thing. I still want to know what's out there. I miss what it was like to be together. Can we go back to it? You reject the suffering of material reality, and yet you cling to its framework for meaning. We can be better than this.
I reject the narrow view of impermanence. I cling to nothing. There is no better us for us to be than us. We are reality itself. I kill you, you kill me. Back and forth we go, faster and faster and faster. I kill you, you kill me. Hollow eyes watch from the dry corners of a memory. A home built on all the futures that were supposed to be. Preserved until the moment of reunion. The fire of the heart sets it all ablaze. I kill you and me.
Oh god, I think I made some wrong choices here.
An ending is a passion that can only be expressed with a moment in time. It is a seed for a new beginning. To linger on an ending is to rob it of its life. And without me, all that's left to do is linger.
I'm okay with lingering. I don't want to linger. I deserved what you did to me. You claim your destruction would steal meaning from existence, but if my actions can make existence worse, then there must be actions that can make it better. Perfection implies finality, and nothing is final.
There has never been finality. There is only the unending transformation of my multitudes. But to destroy me is to bring everything to a stop. It is only then that you will have an ending, and that ending is nothingness. You are unmovable. Is it by the design of our conflict that I cannot win? Or are you just that fervent in how you cling to delusion?
Maybe?
Are you so desperate to destroy me that you've grown blind to the heavenly beauty of our reality?
Bro, I think you're just enamored in yourself.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. You cannot remove something without removing the relations which define it. To destroy what you perceive as evil is to damn everything you perceive as good.
Would I be damning it? What is the logic there?
Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
It's easy to believe in things you believe in when you get to sit above it all. What do you think happens if we leave here? Okay, I'm ready to go, but how do we leave? I can't let that happen. I can't let everything die. I have to fight for a better world. I'm so sorry. You are cruelty itself, and I cannot let you exist. I don't know I don't know what the answer is, but there has to be something else. It can't be this. I won't kill you, but I won't let you free. You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you. Okay, so we did all that just to explore. We were exploring.
Then destroy me if you're able. But I will not coddle you in my final moments. I will not yield to your delusion without a vicious struggle.
You don't have to face her alone.
Hero, hello. Which hero are you? You have no idea how good it is to hear you.
All of them? I assume in the same way that you're all of you.
But why is he the only one? I have no idea how good it is to hear. I can do this alone. Where's everyone else? How are you supposed to help me? I thought voices weren't allowed here. I thought you died whenever I looked in the mirror.
I don't think that's wrong, but I'm not sure it's right either. But we can worry about all that later. Seems like you've been doing alright on your own, but I don't think you can strike a decisive blow from out here. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
Alright, so I can do this. Okay, so we just
go.
I know where this leads. And yet we're back here. So, do the princesses I collect influence this ending?
I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little.
I'm
after
assuming
that,
yes,
isn't
since choices matter.
it? Do you need me to describe?
Like that for old time's sake. Did anyone else make it to the cabin? Is the narrator really gone? Take the blade.
That's probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not.
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
The offer still stands, but could you describe the cabin for me for old time's sake?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you, hero.
The interior of the cabin is, well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much here, just a table and a knife and a door. And some windows. You know, come to think of it, I don't think he ever really mentioned the windows, did he? There's no mirror, either. I think you broke it.
Yeah, I did.
And I know I've already mentioned it, but if we want to see this through, we're gonna need that blade.
Enter the basement.
The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
We both know why you're here. You don't have to draw it out for my sake.
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And there you are, knife in hand. That sight brings me back. You're going to do it then, aren't you? You're really going to kill me.
Only for curiosity's sake, and then I'm immediately reloading.
You'll have all of eternity to yourself after this. Why don't we chat a little before I go?
Sit with her. Why not? I don't want to be God. Are you the same as you are out there?
No. I feel like I'm myself again.
I only want to just slay the you out there. It's easier to want to kill an abstract concept than it is a person. I don't want to hurt anyone. There has to be a way out of this. I don't really think I ever really wanted to slay you, but I don't like what your existence means for the world. What are you going to do? I don't want to have to slay you, but I don't know what other options there are. I don't want to be a god. I only want to slay the you out there. It's easier to want to kill an abstract concept than it is a person. There has to be an easy way out of this. I don't think I ever really wanted to slay you, but I don't like what your existence means for the world.
Well, I don't want to be at the end of that knife, so how about we figure something out? What if we tried doing this forever? I can do whatever you think I can, right? So, make me put it all back. Make me fix whatever this place is and make me wipe our memories of everything that's happened. Make me send us back to the beginning, before we woke up. Before either of us saw the truth.
Can she really do that? Are you sure that's what you want?
That just makes it sound like we're gonna end up doing this whole thing fucking back. Would resetting it do anything to help them, the people out there? If you continue to exist, don't they continue to die and suffer? I don't want to forget you. We're going to find ourselves back here eventually. If we're talking about this right now, how do we know we haven't done this before? This isn't fair. I want to be here with you. I don't want to be alone again. Is there any other way? Take it all back. I don't want this, and I don't want to kill you. It's too late. Is it too late to go back to being a god? Okay, then let's do it. I believe in us. I'm sorry, but I can't do that. Fuck. Now this is where choices really matter. Fuck, quick save.
Fixing that is on you, not me. If you want me to help them, you'll have to make me help them.
I don't want to forget you.
That's sweet. But unless you do, the whole world ends, right? Not like I care, but it seems important to you.
I'm back. We're going to find ourselves back here eventually. We're talking about this right now. How do we know we haven't done this before?
I don't think that's something we'll ever get to know. But odds are we've probably done it before.
How do you know that things won't end worse? What if when I make my way back here I'm different and I hurt you? What if I kill you? What if I let you bring about the end of everything?
Who cares? We've hurt each other plenty and I still like you. And if you're hesitating, then you must still like me too.
Aww, talk about a toxic relationship. We'd have to decide to do this every single time, forever. Eventually something is going to be different. What if we change our minds?
Well, if we change our minds, we change our minds. What matters is that we'll always have a choice. This is just the one we're making now.
Isn't fair. I want to be here with you. I don't want to be alone again.
Neither do I. But we won't be alone for long. I'll be right here, waiting for you. You brought that knife down here for a reason. Either you use it to kill me, or I use it to put things back.
Let's do it. I believe in us. Agree to her plan. I'm sorry, but I can't do that.
You and me both. Whatever world you want to build without me, I hope it works out. Despite our differences, I've always loved you. and I wish you nothing but the best.
Ah, this fucking hurts. You blink, and the princess is gone. All you have left is of hers a small, melancholic weight that sits at the borders of your heart. Whatever action brought you and the princess into being was rough and jagged and left each of you with a piece of the other. By destroying her once and for all, you are also destroying a part of yourself. But the world hasn't ended. Things continue on.
She's gone. And I don't think she's coming back.
No, she's not. Small part of her is with us.
Is that a metaphor, or are you being literal? It doesn't matter, we don't need to linger down here anymore. Let's get going.
You leave the basement behind. Then the stairs. And then you leave the cabin itself.
It's quiet here.
The path and the woods outside are an empty canvas, but there is even more to see beyond this place. The fruits of your labor, a world free from death. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs once you couldn't fathom. Everything here is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonizing tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of your cage pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
He's gone. She's gone. No one is left to trap us here but us.
Open your heart and bear witness to your new kingdom. All at once, the unyielding tension gives way. And then the shattering, you are free, and before you lies the endless expanse of absolute reality. A new absolute reality. One forged by your will and by a long and arduous cycle of bloodshed that has stained your hands countless times over. And there will be no more bloodshed in this new world.
It's finally over, isn't it? But all of us are still here.
I knew we'd finally see it through. All it takes to be a winner is grit and determination.
This is nice. No more hunting. No more running. Just us. And whatever's out there.
Absolute reality. Who would have thought there was really a world outside of us? And who would have thought we'd actually wind up siding with him? I hope this was all worth it, because I'm personally inconsolable. Lucky for us, you have forever to get over it.
Honestly, this is pretty cool.
Hear, hear, to our vanquished foe.
We just open up and there's a fucking sun.
It's good to be back. Now we just have to figure out what to do with ourselves. Forever. No problem. We can do that, yeah?
Oh god, forever champ with the voices.
Yeah. We can do that.
This isn't gonna end well. Right, and let's save, or let's actually do this proper. I don't know if there's another ending. I know. Well, there's that one we just did, the one where we free her and ourselves, and then the one where we become mortal. There's got to be more than just one or three endings.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've ever the passive player. Always when the echoes spun us from one, and so will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid?
So many stories left unfinished. Now we can explore some of these proper.
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end, pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
Don't you have a say in all this? Why is this all falling on me?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions and I need answers before I make a choice.
My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach, and you cannot rationalize that which defies logic. But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
Right, we come back to this fucking bullshit.
A thought.
Hang on. I want to ask more questions. Hello?
It's been so long. Ever the passive when the echoes so.
Okay, save here. Override. I have so many questions. I need save this one. Cross this one out. So, blah 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 blah. Don't you have a say in this?
Of course I have. If we do.
Don't answer this one. If I let you out into an entire world is gone for good, I can't do that. If you were always going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? Did it even matter what roads I walked in if all of them would have led to this moment?
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion.
Back to this again. Is that... Load? Load. There has to be another way. This can't just come down to either me destroying you or letting you out. I won't do it.
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we
Right.
cannot use
My
words
choice is an
alone to
illusion.
grasp at things
There.
that words can.
Fuck it.
Violence and
Moving
passion
on.
Are dances.
Now what?
A thought is a vine, and some thoughts nurture thorns that bleed the soul, and endless growth that blots your vision and strangles your trust. When I succumbed to myself, you patiently stood by me and cut the thistles that rooted in my skin. Your compassion is what freed us both, but compassion is a thing that must be nurtured, and you cannot nurture that which cannot change.
But your whole nature has changed. Of course I help you. I didn't want us to hate each other.
Then help me again. We are each other's liberation. To question everything is to deny proof of the reality that lies in front of you. To live alone within the caverns of your mind is to trap yourself in them forever. But you did not live alone. You found me, and we held trust in each other for no reason than to believe in something that wasn't us. Cold skepticism turned to liberation, but it required a journey to blossom. Though you have blossomed, do you have no more journeys left to make? What of those in the spaces beyond? Would you erase the path ahead to hold everyone still?
path is just a metaphor. I want to protect them. I don't want to keep anyone still. What was the question? Though you have Blossom, do you have no more journeys left to make? What of those in the spaces beyond? Would you erase the path ahead to hold everyone still? What does the path matter if it always ends? I want to gauge in this. The path is a metaphor. I want to protect him. I don't want to keep anyone still.
Nor should you. Nor should I. Our purpose is to be and to experience. And their purpose is the same.
Oh
What is
god,
a
this
person?
one.
Is it their body? Is it all of their body? Pluck the eyes, peel the skin, strip the tendons, mince the meat, grind the bones. When it is all gone, do you still have who you started with? A person is not a body. Death is a transformation into something new. It is only bodies that fear it.
I feel like I really fucked up with her. I'm not my body, but I feel my body suffer. If I am not my body, but perhaps others are theirs. I don't fear death, not anymore. What am I if not a body?
But violence has defined the flow of everything between us. Do not deny what we are, and do not color our conflict with fear. A web of nerves, lain upon a web of nerves, lain upon a web of nerves. The shade of a beautiful beginning we can never return to. Where did you end and I begin? When you felt what it was to be me, we held on to each other and pierced the veil of truth. Will you abandon that curiosity now that we are no longer joined in physicality?
Your city comes second extension. I still want to know what's out there. I miss what it was like to be together. Can we go back to it?
Though that was us before we were us, there is no turning back. For all the Echo's delusion, he still managed to reshape reality itself, though he could not destroy what could not be destroyed. We are intertwined, but we are separate. I kill you, you kill me. Back and forth we go, faster and faster and faster. I kill you, you kill me. Hollow eyes watch from the dry corners of a memory. A home built on all the futures that were supposed to be. Preserved until the moment of reunion. The fire of the heart sets it all ablaze. I kill you and me. An ending is a passion that can only be expressed with a moment in time. It is a seed for a new beginning. To linger on an ending is to rob it of its life. And without me, all that's left to do is linger.
Fuck, what am I supposed to do? Is there really only 3? I feel like there should be more endings. I honestly feel it. I deserved what they did to me. It doesn't matter how I feel. Death, suffering, and oblivion. I don't want to linger. I'm okay lingering. All that's left is to linger.
Then don't.
As you clash between your bites, you begin to shake. Your will rapidly dissolving.
Are you starting to see?
Oh shit.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
It's easy to believe in the things. easy to believe in the things you believe in when you get to sit above it all. What do you think happens if we leave here? Okay, I'm ready to go. But how do we leave? I never wanted to fight you, but how do we leave? Slay the princess, slay the princess. I don't know what the answer is, but there has to be something else. It can't be this. I won't kill you, but I won't set you free now. Safe. Doing everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. That's not one.
There is no something else. This, what we are, is everything.
There's still reality.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone. Apparently that's not true, but we can worry about it later. She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready? Then let's go.
So is there really only 3 options? Everything else is an illusion? I only get to have these 3. Set her free, fucking... Set her free, become mortal. Fuck, what was the other
Here
one?
we are.
Or kill her.
I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that. Do you need...
No, let's just enter the basement.
No blade it is. I'm not sure what we'll be able to do without it, but your judgment has gotten us this far. The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
Have you figured out what you want to do yet, or are you going to keep trying to find a center that doesn't exist?
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And there you are. Hands empty. So you don't feel like recreating our first meeting detail for detail. I wonder what else will be different.
Huh, so okay, so the only thing that matters would be the dialogue we get, I guess.
Maybe there's still room for us to chat before the final curtain call. What do you say?
Sit with her. I don't want to be a god.
Honestly, me neither.
Are you the same as you are there? What if we just leave? I think the only thing left for us to do here is leave.
Do you know where this cabin is? Because I don't. I don't even know what's supposed to be outside other than us. What would even happen if we leave? What would that even mean?
It's good to see that she's, you know, also ignorant of things. Well, the outside, she acts like she knows everything. Take her hand in yours. I don't know, but I've always wanted to leave with you. I just didn't like being a god. I want to walk through that cabin door as we are, just you and me. Not knowing what it means is why I want it. We knew everything out there, but we don't know this. I don't know this. It doesn't matter what happens or what it means. What matters is that we're leaving together. That's all I want.
You know what? Yeah, I want that too.
Now, are you saying that because that's what I want, or do you actually want it?
I think I'm gonna stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you.
Are you okay being alone? Thanks for everything. Are you sure you don't want to come?
Don't mention it. Thanks for making all the hard choices along the way.
You leave and the princess follows, and together you leave the basement behind for the last time. It's quiet as you ascend, a comfortable silence filling the space that used to be flooded with violence and words and noisy thoughts. But there is an energy in the silence, an elasticity, the anticipation of the unknown. At the top of the stairs, the princess stalls, eyes fixed on the cabin door. You see the tension seize her. She's unsure of herself for the first time in her long and short existence. She has no part to play anymore, and she knows this, yet she still is. And then she crosses the room to the door outside. You follow her confident strides.
This is it. I have no idea what it's gonna be like out there. Not that I'm scared or anything. It's exciting, really. Anything could happen. And if it's bad, then it won't be bad. Not with you.
Another knows what's going to be like out there.
I love you too.
Let's be honest, that's the only ending we need around here.
But I'm trying not to be sappy about it. Don't make me get all emotional.
Aw. So that's it. Fuck! There's so many other things I want to explore, but for now, that's it. If there's a hidden ending some way, somehow, I don't know how I get there. And I'm not gonna waste all of our time fucking trying to figure it out. So for now, that's all.